Hi there and welcome back to my channel. I'm in today here with another part of my Hocus Pocus book. Yeah, sorry, had a wee bit of trouble setting you up there. Right, the last time I put on the back cover, well I didn't, the last time I showed you me putting the eye on and the stitch lines and things like that. Off camera I went ahead and I put on my back cover. As you can hear, it's solid. I put the spine on. I had these twines wrapped round about it, but I tried to video this earlier on and it wouldn't go. So I've took the twines off. The twine was on to hold in these ridges so that you could see the stitch lines, okay? So that's where we're at now. I think I might need another wee light on. So let's see here. No. Right, I hope that's okay that you can see. Right, so I've got another sheet of this leather paper here. I've laid it on the top. Remember, it's a wee bit big. It's a wee bit big on the three sides. I've laid it on the top. I've marked out where my eye's going to be and I've put a slit across the paper. And I've made a wee slit right to the end like that so as I can move that out, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and we'll start to stick this on now. Now I need to see these stitch lines, remember. So I'll take my fingers off of there. And we'll start at the top. Now I used Mod Podge to do this because it won't only stick it really well, but it will give it a coating as well and it makes it solid, as you heard when I rubbed that back bit there. So I'm putting a liberal coat on here. This will go a wee bit tacky. And then I'm going to coat the paper as well. Okay, make sure you get right in to these glue lines because I need the paper to grip in there. Give it all a good coat. Okay, just like that. Right, that's fine. And then I'm going to come onto my paper here. Give it a good coat, a good rub in. Now remember to wash your brushes after you do this, or that'll be them wasted. Okay, I'm giving the underside a good coat. And that'll make it a bit soft and pliable, just to get it onto these glue lines. Just do the full thing. I was only going to do half it just now, but I'll do it all. Cover it all. Good coat of glue. There we go. Right, now I'm going to come in here and give these a rub, a good rub in here. Get them to stick in. We're going to come back round and highlight these anyway. I'm going to highlight these stitch lines with some, obviously like dark paint or something like that, but you want the paper in it. I'm leaning kind of hard here, but put my hand in the inside. You see that? You see how it's going? Now these corners you want kind of straight, and that back spine you want kind of straight as well, or level, because remember there's snakes going on there. Okay, Oh, that's because I've got loads of glue in. So we'll go ahead and we'll do this. And I'll get it in. If I crease this up just now and let it set for a wee bit, I can do my snakes and then I can come back into this. Okay. Yeah, we're getting into shape now. It's just a case of teasing the paper. It takes a wee minute to soften down with the glue, but it will go. Okay, this is me breaking it in a bit. Just moved it again. Right, so I'm going to come in round the eye here. And I think I might cut it up round this side. Now, I don't even care if it rips because I've got that clay to put on it again for an eyelid. So I'm really no fussy about it ripping. I don't obviously want it to rip for miles, but I'll cut this bit off I think and I'll just use the clay. Take a wee bit more off the eye. And don't be afraid with these things. The glue will clean off your eyes, so don't worry about that. And that technique for the leather paper is great. It makes the paper really pliable and makes it solid. Okay, you can see all my lines there. All the lines are coming good. There's another one there. I just need to make sure that it's still long enough here that it's covering the end. Okay. Right, that's good. I'm going to leave that to set up for a wee bit. And once it's kind of stuck, I'll come back and I'll put the top coat on. And periodically I might just come in and give these a wee rub. But you can see the lines are there. Yeah, stick that to the side. Stick it up there. Right, my snakes. Some water to clean this glue off. Because we got into a mess the last time. With the glue sticking to my fingers, remember? Right, we coloured this clay the last time. And we're just going to roll out some snakes. Now we have our wee bits up here. That's the long panel for the snake. So we'll do that one. And this might be a wee bit wet, but it doesn't matter. I'm going to roll it. So we know we need to roll it kind of the length of that. Might take a bit off because that's a bit big. And this takes you right back to your childhood. Rolling wee snakes and things for your plasticine. We're kind of in the length here. And then at the end, you want to kind of make your head like pointy a bit, so as you know that it's a snake. Pull it in a bit there. I should have stuck it onto here first. I think she has hers a wee bit windy, doesn't she? So let's make it a bit windy. We'll shape the head a wee bit. And I'll put 2 holes like that for eyes, because I'll stick beads on there. Okay. Now you could have painted that first, or anything, you could have done what you wanted to do with it. I'm going to give it all a coat of black once I'm finished, and then I'll highlight the snake. I'm actually wondering, I just looked up there and I seen this wee fan, and see these wee bubble patterns on it. I'm just wondering, oh, there you go. Perfection. Look at that snake pattern, can you see that? Brilliant. I was just wondering what I had for a snake pattern there. That'll do. That's my wee winter heating fan. Okay. And then I need 2 for my corners, and my corners are roughly the size of that ink pad. So what's that? Let's see. 7 by 7. And these snakes need to tie in a knot, don't they? So let's give them a wee roll. Just so that they're all basically the same thickness. Right, and if that's its head, it kind of goes like that, doesn't it? Again, flatten the head a wee bit. I'll give it like that. Where's that thing? Perfect. And there's one of them. I've got wee corners that I cut. Here, they're here. So there's that. I'll make the wee indents again for the eyes, because I'm going to put gems in there for eyes. So if there's a wee dent in it, it might look a bit better. Take some of this off of here. Another wee sausage. And as I said, I'll paint these black. I'll paint the whole thing black, and then I'll dry brush over the top of it. And then what did we do? We just kind of crossed it over like that, didn't we? Yeah, there's a snake there. I'm going to pull this out a wee bit, make it a wee point. Put it in for its neck. And then out for its head. Are we in shot here? No. I don't think that one's long enough, so let me do it again. Now once I've done this, I'm going to show you how I've done the side pages. Tail, we'll do the head at this side, I think. Poke it in for there, then for there. 2 wee eyes. And use the thing for the pattern. Perfect. And I'll put it on a corner as well. And that's the snakes done. Right, for the side bits of the book, you know where you'll see the pages along the front here as well, and on the sides. While we've got this out, give it a wee poke, a wee push down, make sure it's all sticking. Just making sure that my stitch lines are still there. I mean, if they were to go in, it wouldn't be the end of the world, because I would just go back over it with glue. Oh aye, a wee pages at the side. I've made, this is the bit that goes along this side, you know, the long side. And as you can see, that looks like pages. Looks like pages in a book. And that's a short side. So let me move these snakes over. And I'll show you how I've done them. Right, cream card, any old cream card that you want. I wanted quite thin because this was my first attempt at doing the pages, and I thought if I scrunch that all up and then I stick it on the side, it'll look like pages, and it didn't. It really, really didn't. So this was my alternative, was to get out a scoring board. Now I've got a wee bit of that modelling stuff left, so I'm going to put it in the bag just so as I can use it again if I need to. And I've got my wee brown bit here for my eye, so I'll put that in the bag as well. Wrap it all up. Put some tape on it to hold it. Right, pages. I cut a page to the size, you know, the length of the bit. I put it on my scoreboard. Turn it over because I done it this way. And all I did was find the score line and score down it. Now just see if you keep your tool on the page and you just slide it along, it automatically finds the line. You don't need to worry about it scoring all over the place as I score out here. But you don't see that on the other side anyway. So that was what I done. And it gave me the lines. You can see them there. As I said, I cut them to size first. I dyed these up, I put colour on them, and I'm just going to show you how I done that as well. And as you can see, they're no level, they've got shape to them and stuff, and that's what you want. That's what I want. Right, frayed burlap I used that first. Get on the side and pick some of this up. Now, I didn't want this perfect, right? The bumpy side up. And see these, like the dark spots, I want them. I want it to look like fingerprints. As if fingers have been thumbing the pages for years. And that's what I wanted. And then I'm just going to come in the middle. And I know a lot of people say that's what I wanted, and it wasn't really what they wanted, but it really was. And I'm putting a splodge down there of that one. And then I'm going on to vintage photo. Now work that off. Start at a different bit and bring that in. Vintage photo's quite warm. it's got like red tones in it. So it's a bit warmer than the old frayed burlap. Want some blobs, like fingerprints. Okay. The next thing I did was get some water onto my fingers, drop it on. I want a wee splash of this as well. So putting the water on top of the distress ink, as you probably know, will give you a watermark. It will, like, you know, tea stain. It'll take some of the colour out, it'll take some of the ink out. Okay, but you need to leave it to set for a wee minute so that it lifts the ink out. And all we're trying to do here is give it an aged look. I'm going to go with the frayed burlap. And my fan brush, okay? I sprayed loads of water onto that. And I've got my fan brush here. And I'm going to turn it round about. And do the same again. I'm going to do the same here. With the vintage photo. And this will just give me darker bits. And say, for instance, let me see if I can get it a bit heavier. There. Right, see, I would think that's too big. All you do is just blot it. Okay, leave some of the other ones on. Now I'm going to just give that a good old spray so that it all mixes in. And I'm just going to dab. Dip, dip, dab. I'll take some off, put some on. Right, I'm quite happy with that. I like the way it's going along the lines with that one. Right, so I'll just leave that and let that one dry. These ones are dry. So, I could turn this over, I think. You see that? I'm putting the long side onto the long side of the book. And that's going to look like the pages at the front. This is going well. I'm just about ready to give it a wee coating outside. Now just for a quick stick, I'll put double-sided tape on. That's a instant hold for just now. But obviously you want wet glue as well. Give this a burnish down. Pick it off, and then I'll probably just use my Mod Podge because I've got it out there and it's already on my paintbrush. So now when I was using the Mod Podge, of course you can water it down. You don't need to put it on full strength. You can add water to it or whatever you want. I think it's about 50-50 you do it, but I'm just using it as is. Folding over my wee bits of sticky paper so I've not got any on the outside. Just give it a good coat. And then stick it on here onto the spine bit. I'm pushing it well into the bottom bit there. Now as you can see, it's a bit long, so I'll just trim a wee piece of that off. Get this glue off of here. Yeah. And that looks like the side of the book, doesn't it? Right, as I said, this here is all nice and hard and crispy now. And the reason it is hard is because I used the Mod Podge over the top. Again, you just want a good coating of it. And that protects it as well. It gives it a rough coat of waterproofing. And a bit of hardness, a bit of stiffness about it as well. And with me putting this on, obviously it's going to make the paper quite pliable as well. And the softer the paper is, the easier it works for you. And I know I've got distress inks on the front here, so the colour will run a bit, but I'll show you the back. It doesn't do any damage to it. It still looks good. You can still see the shading. You can still see all the lines. They don't all blend in together. So it didn't bother me. Make sure you get your edges, because you want your edges to be tough as well. You see all these lines? That's what we're wanting. We want to see all these lines. I'll be back quicker for yous. And just keep going down your spine and pressing your spine. Make sure it's sticking. I'm going to lift this up and go underneath a wee bit again. Just to make sure. Bibs and braces. As I said, the eye will clean up. I'm just going to wipe it anyway, but don't worry about that. There we go. Give that eye a wee wipe. Right, and as I said, that makes it tough. It gives it a coating and it'll protect it a wee bit. And I'll let you hear again on the back, see? And see what I mean about the distress inks, no mixing in. You can still see the tone of the leather and the different colours of ink. Okay, so don't worry about that. Right, that's the front. It looks kind of greeny just now, but see when it dries, it'll dry with that dark brown tone. And again, that was just vintage photo and frayed burlap. I think it was that I used on that. I need a wee side piece. Where's my wee side piece away to? There it's there. I'm looking for it and it's right in front of me. So I'll put this one on and then we'll halt it there for today, because I think that must be about the time up. Okay, if you like this video, give me a wee like and subscribe. Tell your friends where we are. As I said, I'm trying to grow my channel this year. I'm going to look into doing some giveaways and stuff. I've just not had time to do it yet, but I will do. Maybe if I get to like 300 subscribers or something like that, or for every 100 for now, I'll just do giveaways or something. You tell me how you do it. Okay, here's plenty of glue on this. And this is going to go on the bottom bit here. You see that in there? You see that? And that looks like the pages. Now remember, I'm doing a closure to go around this, to hold this. So that's still to come. That'll come in another video. Right, okay, that's it for today, folks. We've made the snakes, so the next time we come on, we will highlight these lines more. I'll show you how I done that. We'll make the eyelid for there, and we will attach the snakes and the fingers onto the sides of the book and the top of the book and stuff. Okay. But that's us for today. So, we'll see you all again the next time. Bye!